Welcome to Three Geeks Podcast number 85. Tonight you've got myself, Philip, you got Mike from McGTV, you got Max, who is away from the camera right now, but he'll be here with us shortly, and Dan. Max tried to pop back in.
There.
What?
I get the base name there. It's like, hey, it's Mike and Dan.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know you've got that epic feel, man.
Yeah, I've got that oomph that you need for the. I'll stop now.
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say this could get dangerous and very quickly. All right, so we're gonna talk a little bit about Wonder Woman, Flash, Punisher, and Sin City. But before we get into that, let's get into our plugs. So you know, we have our sponsors that like to help us out, so we want to kind of make sure that we kind of help them out. So unfortunately, I don't have Kids Against Maturity. I'm trying to see if maybe, no, Max doesn't have in his background. But basically, Chad, the creator of Kids Against Maturity, recently sponsored us so that way we could actually go to Comic-Con this year. It's a simple card game similar to Cards Against Humanity, but it's more aimed at being able to play in a family setting. So it doesn't quite have the raunchiness, but at the same time, it does have some of the double entendre that children won't get. So it's basically, it's the equivalent of humor in a good children's movie, which is the children will just laugh at the silliness of it, but the adults will actually get the undertext. And as well, check out audibletrial.com/3geeks. They kind of help us as you all subscribe to them. If you all go past a month, we get portions of those proceeds. You can go there and check out the It book that Jason still hasn't made it through. So I think the last running number we said was going to be like I think it was like 10 years. So we'll see if he finishes in less than that. But as well, you can check out many other books because I'm trying to remember. I think what was the big one that everyone was recommending? I can't remember now off the top of my head. But it was I think the one where you could get William Shatner, kind of mixing names here. Reading to you, as well as I think Bruce Campbell would actually read to you as well. So if you really want some entertaining voices, if you want that ability to be able to just take it on the go, say you're on a plane, on a train, it's a great way that you don't have to pull anything out. You can kind of rest your eyes and enjoy a book and jump into a new world. And as well, check out TeePublic. Shirts and designs that are on there. Mike McG helped us create the art. And so we really appreciate it. And as well, you can check out our shirts and his shirts, and they're in the link below, as well as for Audible Trial and Kids Against Maturity. I think we just need to get that link in there. I think it's there, but it might be kind of buried. And as well, Mike McG. So what did you do recently? I know this week, I think you did Wonder Woman review, and I'm jealous because you all did The Warriors.
Yeah, when Dan and Max came through town, we introduced Max to the Warriors for the first time and did a little guilty pleasure treasure review together for that. So that was fun. Thanks, guys. And yeah, just today I put up my review of Wonder Woman. It's spoiler-free, but bottom line, I enjoyed it. Go watch it. So, and I'll also have a Never-Ending Radical Dude article on Wonder Woman as well, with some Wonder Woman artwork, and that'll be spoiler free as well.
Well, look at you, you're just being friendly over there, Mike.
I'm trying to be, I am really trying hard to be as spoiler free with stuff now.
That's cool.
Now stuff is good.
Exactly. Yeah, it's difficult sometimes when I think it was Guardians of the Galaxy. I was watching a review by somebody else, and sure enough, they mentioned something like, "Oh, you didn't even tell me spoilers." Well, damn. All right, so now I know that's going to happen. Death to Yondu.
Spoilers, jeez.
You ruined it for me now.
Good one, Dan. Oh man. And then as well, I caught our most recent shout out from Arcmatter. I guess he went to Colossal Con and actually got to get a picture with Sean Forner. I don't know anything about Colossal Con, but apparently there was a lot of cosplay there. So we appreciate the shout outs, Arcmatter, and right back at you, and we enjoy having you on the cast. All right. So Mike touched our first topic a little bit, Wonder Woman. But what I kind of wanted to start off a bit, I haven't seen the movie. I think I'm the only one here that hasn't. Have you seen it, Dan?
I have not.
Oh, look at that. 50-50. You don't have any interest?
Yeah.
Wow.
I had a dude at work today was telling me to go see it, and I was like, yeah, maybe.
So this is going to be interesting because Max is all on board with you seeing it, I'm pretty sure, and Mike, as you probably heard just now.
I'll probably see it then.
That might be enough to sway you. But it made $100.5 million domestically, which isn't great grand numbers compared to like some of the other movies they've had really recently. But the advantage that they have with this number is also critical. I won't call it acclaim because I don't know if it's quite, you know, this is the best movie ever, but it's actually very positive reviews. And the other question that everyone asks is it because we're all jaded? I think you all need to watch Mike's review to probably get that perspective, because Max is going to have the jaded perspective. I'm just going to warn you that now. It's all been terrible, so therefore it's amazing now.
Comparatively, it's
exactly
amazing.
But is it terribly amazing? Yeah. Like,
no, he didn't say it was terrible. He said he expected a pile of shit, and then when he didn't get a pile of shit, it was amazing, right?
Well,
so
you get, see,
compared.
The first ones were all amazingly terrible. So is this one terribly amazing? You see?
No, it's not terribly amazing.
No? Okay.
It's mediocre, but it's way better than what they've been giving us. So go and watch it and make sure it makes a lot of money. So maybe they improve and they keep on stepping forward.
So, you know, that's kind of why I wanted to bring up the number, because it was actually reasonable for the time frame and the release, and the fact that I don't know if really any movies have really been doing great this summer on the initial box office release, because I think even Guardians 2 was, what, 90 million, I want to say, the first weekend it came out. It wasn't very, very high. And so that's actually, to me, that's a good sign that people are actually going out there with goodwill, and the fact that I think the positive reviews will be interesting to see what follows, because for what Max wants to happen, what all of us here would love to happen, for them to actually continue to improve, they need to see, wait a minute, this actually has staying power. It's not just everyone goes out, sees it, and goes, wait a minute, that was a mistake. Shit.
That's the thing. The word of mouth is going to determine where this goes from here. So, I mean, the crowd I went to go see it with, I mean, it was packed, and the crowd was really into it. Like, it was the exact opposite of the Dawn of Justice screening I went to, where Dawn of Justice has those built-in moments where, you know, the producers are like, this is where the audience is going to be like losing their shit and applauding. And that never happened at that screening. In Wonder Woman, though, it was like, this is the moment where people are going to lose their shit and start applauding, and they do. So it's like, it's weird when you actually have a movie that works like a movie should. So.
Nice. Max, were you trying to say something?
Yeah, it was a fun movie. I get a lot of comparisons to Ant-Man, just as far as like how much fun you're having versus like how much you knew going into it. I thought they did well as far as like her origins. I like kind of what they did there. They because Wonder Woman is. It's hard to pull off that origin.
Well, her origin's been messed with so many times that I think they tried to hodgepodge a couple of them together, and for what it is, I mean, it works. Like, there's some New 52, there's some was it Perez stuff there, so
so they used some Rucka stuff and some Perez stuff, so it was good. I really liked the movie, thought it was solid. I think it's making the money it should. Are people a little bit overhyped because it's the first female lead and all this good stuff? Yeah, a little bit, but things are what they are. Go see the movie. I hope it makes a bunch more money.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know. Like, to me, it's fine. It doesn't bother me, the hype either way, for the fact that it's the first female lead. I mean, I think part of that's that, or not even first female lead superhero movie, really. And that's probably, yeah, because I was like, that's inappropriate. It's stating it that way because the first
first female lead ever, sir. Come on.
And I think that's probably where Max is like, everyone's getting a little too hyped about it and kind of going overboard. But it's cool, and I think it's something that a lot of Wonder Woman fans have been waiting for a long time because they did have a TV series that was out there. I want to say 70s or 80s. I can't remember exactly.
They tried to bring it back, and they tried to do a series in 2011 with what's her name, Adrienne Palicki she was Mockingbird on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, they did a pilot of it, and it had her, Carrie Elways, Elizabeth Hurley was the villain.
Oh my!
And it was written and produced by the guy who made Ally McBeal, and it was pretty bad.
Max, were you gonna say something?
It's just the absolute worst. That Adrienne Palicki Wonder Woman. You can like catch it on YouTube or something like that.
Oh yeah.
It's so god awful.
It's fun too because the pilot is clearly not finished with all the effects. So you see like green screen shots, and you see stuntmen being pulled by stunt ropes instead of her lasso, and the invisible jet is clearly visible.
That's the way I like my bad superhero movies. So I'm gonna really have to check that out.
But this Wonder Woman, I'm glad to say, is way better than that. So
that's awesome. Yeah, see, I didn't know that. I remember when they did Aquaman and they released that pilot and it flopped, and it was mediocre at best.
And I want to kind of address Max talking about people getting hyped about it. I just saw it this morning, and I'm still enthusiastic about it and hyped about it, but I'm not sure where that hype is coming from. It's not from, I don't think, the idea of being jaded and saying these DC movies have sucked so far that my expectations were just so low. This actually met expectations I had for the movie, and those weren't really fairly low. I was really pulling for this film to be good. I want this movie to be good. I've always liked the Wonder Woman character, so I've always felt that she deserves a good big screen treatment. And I think Gal Gadot, I say Gadot all the time, and that's wrong, but Gal Gadot does a good job with it. She's actually pretty great when you give her more than 20 minutes worth of material. So,
which is actually impressive because I remember.
And that material isn't written by Zack Snyder, so sorry,
no.
Zack.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I mean, I also remember that there was a big question because she wasn't the best part of the Fast and the Furious for, I don't remember how many if she was in, at least the first 2 or 3. But again, it's not saying much of those movies.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that. But it was just surprising because it wasn't even not this movie. I would say she even showed it off that she could pull off the character in Batman v Superman. That to me was more the impressive part of it because everyone questioned that, and I hadn't seen her in anything else. So.
And Max was kind of comparing it to the idea of along the lines of Ant-Man. I compare it more to Captain America: The First Avenger, where it's got the similar framing, where there's a part in the present day at the very beginning, and then the whole movie is flashback. Spoilers: Wonder Woman lives, I guess.
Spoilers. How's that possible?
That character you saw in modern day in the last DC movie lives to live into the modern day. Whoa. But yeah, but I mean, you can tell there's a lot more character going on in this movie than in the other films. There's a lot more heart. The first 5 minutes on Themyscira, where you see kind of her growing up, I really dug that. It's really kind of adorable, baby Wonder Woman on a hill watching all the Amazons train, and she's imitating their movements and stuff. It's really cute. And that was the thing. This was the most adorable audience I could have watched this movie with because it was all a bunch of families and stuff, and then there are all these little girls in their Wonder Woman T-shirts, and one of them had a gold tiara and bracelets and stuff. And whenever a big action scene was happening, you'd see little fists down the row, kind of raising up in the air like this. Usually that would annoy me, but I'm like, aw, good for you. Glad you're having a good time.
No, that's cool. That's that's kind of a different feel and different vibe. And I think part of it too is the fact that we're used to these movies being so dark and brooding, that the fact that you can actually have those fun, enjoyable moments and not feel, wait a minute, I should be depressed now.
It beats the asshole behind me who was griping that she didn't have her whatever choker necklace from the New 52 on. Literally, I heard someone say that behind me, like, oh, she should have her choker necklace. That was cool. I'm like, the fuck do you care, you stupid guy?
I mean, it's not enough that we have like one of the hottest chicks on the planet playing Wonder Woman in a movie, a multi-million-dollar movie. Like,
there's no pleasing people. Jesus, it's like I'll take the annoying kids over that guy nitpicking the most minute detail in a costume, because at least the kids are earnest. That's just being condescending to be a contrarian prick. Sorry, turning against my own kind here. I know, but
well, that can be a bit much. That's awesome though. You'd actually say that out loud. I could see someone thinking that and keeping that inside and then writing it somewhere online.
No, I mean, the majority of the crowd was good, except for just that one faction where I'm just like, oh, these people. I hate being associated with these people.
Nice. Max, is there anything else you want to say about Wonder Woman?
Actually, her costume more resembles from the Perez period. You'd more likely find a better example in issue 119.
I thought I recognized that voice.
Oh, God.
You spilled some popcorn on me too, Max, you dick.
Worst movie ever.
Oh, God.
There's no such things as immortals in real life. 0 stars. Greek gods aren't real. Boo.
Oh, God.
She should have been born out of the Hadron Collider, mashing atoms together or whatever. It's scientific.
Oh my God. No, that's awesome. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna go see it next weekend. I was waiting to watch it with the wife, so I'll be with her in Chicago next week. So we're definitely gonna check it out.
Cool.
She's looking forward to it, and I've been looking forward to it too. So it's great to hear it actually will be fun and it'll be an enjoyable time. So that's what I expected from it. I didn't expect. I remember reading somewhere that because someone actually, I read a negative review and I'm like, oh my God, maybe this isn't going to be good. And it was because they were expecting it to be the prototypical feminist kind of leading the way movie,
bashing you over the head with it.
Yeah, and I was like, you can't expect that from a superhero movie, number one. Number two, it may be, but you need to make another one. You need to have a chance to actually get that in there, because some of it I understood. It was basically they were saying that Wonder Woman is taking a bit of a backseat to some of the world, but the men in the world. And I'm like, it kind of made sense at the time. I was like, they're trying to be respectful of the time, and I would imagine she tries to challenge that. And even in the last movie, it wasn't like she was a backseat driver. It was doing nothing, or not even backseat.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that that stuff's there, but it's very, very subtle, and it fits in line with the story that's setting in the character. Like when she's talking to Steve Trevor about the differences between her world and his world, there's a line in the movie about men. We understand the necessity for men for procreation, but not pleasure. Like that got like everyone in the audience was like, ouch. But it was like a good type of ouch, like, damn, you okay, girl. But yeah,
it's really only funny because it's true.
Yeah, it's like, well, there you go. It's like, deny it. But
yeah, I got offense. You know, like what he's supposed to say is like, yeah.
And that was Steve Trevor's response too. He's like, yeah, I guess. But I mean, it's that stuff is there, but it's not bashing you over the head with a kitchen sink, obvious, and it's actually woven into characterization well. So, and again, it's not the main driving force. It's about a do-gooder doing good. So
Exactly. And that's what I kind of figured, is that it was there, but they were just upset because they wanted something more from it. Especially when I read the other articles and the fact that they went in there with huge preconceived notions. So, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Definitely going to check that out.
Well,
one thing I thought handled really well was like in Star Wars with the Rey character, you kind of get like bashed over the head with the girls can do it just as well. Kind of, you know, she's running, he's holding her hands like, why are you holding my hand? I can run. I know how to do, you know, and it's always like, I know how to do this too. And with this one, there's no like chip on his shoulder as far as that's concerned. She just like does these things and is amazing at them. And like, you don't need the line where she's like, yeah, girls can fight too. You know, like there was none of that. So
yeah,
I really appreciated the movie for that.
It handles that very well. And to give you some contrast too, and I know we're going to get into a very last year's big divisive thing. I was reading up on the development of this project because, you know, it's been in and out through several iterations over the years, from Joss Whedon being attached to the project to all sorts of people. There was a point Paul Feig, the Ghostbusters reboot director, pitched an action comedy Wonder Woman film that they were considering. So think about that. Instead of Ghostbusters last year, we could have had Wonder Woman done Paul Feig style as the big kind of divisive movie of the year.
Melissa
or whatever.
McCarthy plays Wonder Woman.
Well, that would be at least better. I don't think she would be the one that would get it, though. I think they would give it to Christine, I can't remember her name now.
Every dude in the movie is a bumbling idiot, and she punches them all in the dick. Like, that would be that movie, essentially.
I think I could watch that movie. I really would.
I was going to say, if you give me a 30-minute movie of that, that would be funny.
And then Fall Out Boy does a cover of the Wonder Woman theme from the 70s.
Yes. Nothing without the Fall Out Boy cover.
Nice.
I still hate that fucking Ghostbusters rebooted theme. The movie is just whatever. Let it go by the wayside. But that I'll never get that stupid Fall Out Boy song. I'll never forgive him for that Fall Out Boy cover.
That's funny. I don't even remember that theme to that movie anymore. I watched it.
Just keep Ray Parker Jr. close to your heart, dude.
And just consider ignorance is bliss.
Yeah. Oh man. No, yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, the movie itself wasn't that memorable. It was okay. But anyways, let's not bring up past divisiveness. Flash season 4. So I guess I'll give my perspective. My perspective is this show is steadily being declining, and supposedly we'll see. They're going to bring in DeVoe. I can't remember what his first name is, but basically,
DeVoe?
Well, no, DeVoe.
Awesome.
not Willem Dafoe.
As the Green Goblin. The real meeting of worlds.
That would be awesome, but yeah, that ain't happening. No, it's the guy who plays I guess his alter ego. The Thinker is his alter ego, and DeVoe is his last name. I don't remember anything about this because apparently he was a Jay Garrick villain, and so unless you really knew like I guess is that called the Golden Age back in the 40s, 50s? Yeah,
Golden Age.
So apparently you need to know the Golden Age of comics for the villain they're going to be bringing back in. So I don't know. As long as it's not a speedster and they actually get somewhere interesting and stop trying to like trick me, I will be happy with this.
As long as it's someone with a straightforward identity that's not someone else's identity that they reveal halfway through as not being that person.
Which is so ridiculous that you have to ask for that in a TV show. That should happen once.
Fool me once, okay. Fool me twice, oh. Fool me 3 times, fuck you, show.
Pretty much. Oh, God. So, I'm just kind of curious from your all's opinion. Do you all think this has any chance of redeeming the show, or not really? Who wants to go first? Max?
Yeah, it's a step forward. You know, like, I agree. It's been in decline. You know, it's just less and less good as you go on. Yeah, this season almost makes me want to give up on the Flash, because I mean, like, you know, it happened 2 or 3 years ago with Arrow. Like Supergirl never got started, but the Flash. This is the only show I was watching. It was it was the only show for me, and it was just getting worse and worse, and it's the same story over and over again. So if they're actually doing something different, I'm down. I'm willing to give them another chance in the next season, as long as they're going to be doing something different. But I swear to God, it's another Spawn clone, or hey, like I'm reverse Kid Flash from the future. Like, I'm done.
It's gonna be his mom, dude. That's gonna be the ultimate middle finger. It's an alternate universe version of Barry's mom who's turned evil.
Oh god! Oh god! I would just start laughing if that really happened. Oh god! I would not be happy about it. But oh my god! I hope not. Dan, do you even watch The Flash? I don't remember. I don't think you do.
Okay, I listen to you guys talk about this. I'm not watching this fucking show. It sounds like the dumbest thing ever. I watched the first three episodes, and it sounded like it had Spider-Man syndrome. Like the doctor guy was like, "You have a responsibility to go run real fast, guy," and I got really bored. And yeah, that's all I've seen. I just hear you guys moan about it all the time.
Yeah, I'm also kind of done with Run Barry Run. They can not say that for an entire season.
Should instead put "Run, Forrest, run." Oh shit, wrong place.
Unless this is the secret origin of that dog on that Sit Ubu Productions logo from those shows back in the mid-90s, where he's gonna get transformed into a dog, and then they'll call him Ubu, so it'll be like, "Sit, Ubu, sit."
No more running for you.
No more running.
That's the end of like season 5. Like the bad guys finally, transmogrify the Flash into a dog.
In which case, I'm all for that show again. Flash dog.
And oddly enough, he's also the RCA Victor dog as well. Sad next to a phonograph.
The Flash dog of many timelines.
Oh my!
It's like, I mean, with time travel and multi-dimensional travel, it provides you an answer to every possible. You're like, oh, why don't you just time travel back and fix it? So that's what the Flash has got going for it. It's what it's got to fight against, because from day one they've all been about time travel. So it's I don't know how they're gonna make the show interesting again. But yeah, this is a step in the right direction. At least it's just not another mirror Flash.
I miss the first season's kind of inherent wackiness, because it would just tackle a different villain almost every week, but there was an overlying story which was compelling and interesting, because they hadn't gotten into the full-on time travel hoopla yet. So I would love a return to that, honestly, because this past season, it wasn't fun. Everything was so melodramatic as hell. And you couldn't, even though they were like, there's a ticking clock scenario going on. It's like, we got to find out what to do before this date, or Iris dies or whatever. I'm like, she's not going to die. They're going to do something. Barry's going to time travel probably, because that's what he does, because he's a fuck up. He's going to do something, or someone's going to do something. Or actually, after the second to last episode occurred, I was like, I know exactly who that is who actually died. I knew exactly what the trick was for that finale and how Iris cheated death. So I was just like, there's no consequences. And yeah, what Max mentioned about time travel and parallel dimensions and stuff, it makes everything easy, explainable and easy, and there's no consequences. So hopefully next season they just bring it back to a basic streamlined story of just have him fight some villains that can actually raise stakes for him emotionally without having to always bend the rules of the universe.
Yeah, I mean, like, at least that's kind of what I liked about the first season, was the fact that you got different villains, you got different things, you got different stakes at different times, and then like the crossovers are just dumb.
Yeah. And I mean, it made the scenarios involving time travel in the first season more effective.
Yeah.
Like the villain's whole motive in the first season makes sense given that certain angle. But if you keep revisiting that plot point, it loses its interest. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think if they're going to want to do any more crossovers, they're going to have to create just one show and actually, whatever you want to call it, whether it be Justice League, Justice Society, whatever.
Arrow's done after this season, right? Or the next season?
Possibly. I have no idea. I don't keep up with it.
I thought they said season 6 was going to be kind of just the wrap-up season or something like that. Or why it should be the wrap-up season.
Fucking season 4 should have been the wrap-up season. Jesus.
How do you really feel, Max?
Show fucking sucks, dude. That show, Legends of Tomorrow. I want to say Supergirl, but so many people are on that show's dick. I'm not even gonna say Supergirl. But
Terry Hatcher's on it. Come on.
What'd you say, Mike?
Terry Hatcher's on it now.
Dude, what I want is for the Flash either to run, and Jason says this all the time, and it's the greatest idea ever. We need the Lois and Clark universe back. The Flash should run to the Lois and Clarkiverse and have an adventure. I think that would just be...
It's out there.
Dean Cain is on Supergirl. Terry Hatcher's on Supergirl. They need to make it happen. This bullshit.
With special guest star Elliot Gould as whatever his celebrity guest appearance was.
Yeah.
It'll be like, Luther finally gets the upper hand, and
yes,
like the whole episode is going to be like, oh no, we can't do anything, and the Flash shows up like out of nowhere.
Bring back John Shea.
Multi-dimensional travel, I win.
Bring back John Shea as Lex Luthor. I love that Lex Luthor. He was
yeah.
It's like I wished he was in Dawn of Justice.
Have a good one.
Dude stared down a cobra in the first episode. That takes nuts, man.
Yeah, there's no positive confirmation that next season is its last season. A lot of rumors and what people want to say, but I haven't kept up with it.
It's a CW. They'll beat it till it's raw. So
you got to go back to the island again.
Yeah, totally. Let's get some more island flashbacks.
Well, no, because they've run out of flashbacks because 5 years have gone by.
Yeah, they've run out of flashbacks. That's why the theory was that this season would be the last season.
Is he just gonna start flashing back to season 1 then?
That'd be awesome. I would actually start watching it then. Because season 1 was awesome.
Not that island, the island from Lost.
Oh.
You learn out that Barry is actually the black smoke, and then I mean, there's so much more you could do.
Diggle is Mr. Echo, or
yeah, and then it turns out that those two dudes were actually Heatwave and Captain Cold in Prison Break.
That would be awesome.
Told you not to call me by that name anymore. And Heatwave in his spare time played a shitty Dracula.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to remind you of Blade Trinity. Sorry, Dan.
Yeah, no, don't. Please don't. Oh
God.
All I can remember is the damn iPod scene. Like 10 minutes of product placement while somebody does cardio. That's great.
So
they made Dracula say motherfucker. I was just like, motherfucker.
Oh god. So more positive Marvel news for you there, Dan. Punisher is confirmed that it is coming out in November on Netflix.
Good. That's great news. Now make a good plot. Don't make boring things. And for God's sake, don't go to China for one episode and then come back.
Dude,
no, please.
No,
have him go.
Iron Fist needed to go to China. Okay.
Yes, it did, and they needed to stay in China for a while.
Iron Fist needed to go to actual Kunlun and then show the people watching Kunlun.
That's season 2, Dan. Don't want to blow your load too soon. They can't give you the full dragon right away. They're all going to hint at it.
It shows up in the first issue. Come on.
This isn't a comic book, Dan. It's a
Yeah.
TV show.
That'd just be silly. Dude with a glowing fist who can't act. I buy that, but
But a dude with a glowing fist
can
who
the
can't
Punisher-
act also beats a dragon? No way.
nah.
Okay, so can the Punisher kill Danny Rand so we get another Iron Fist?
No, you already know that he doesn't kill Danny Rand because you've seen the Defenders commercial and he's in that. So within the timeline, he's still alive.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
damn it, Max! You and your logic.
What they're gonna do though is Punisher is gonna be just all side story. So it's gonna be revealed that he was there in China at the same time as Danny Rand.
This is taking out a bunch of like Chinese mercs around the corner.
Yeah, he's fighting Triad members down the street. Which honestly, I'd be all for that if they go to China then, because that would be more interesting than what they did. So
That's fine. Like Punisher takes out the one drunken master dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Drunken Fist can be there, just randomly.
Hi.
I am Drunken Fist. I like to drink and stand in the way.
he should be the next Iron Fist.
And then he just passes out, and you never see him again.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that Drunken Fist.
I am ready for this. I am ready for this Punisher series to be the most head rubbiest Punisher series ever,
Yes.
because that's John Barenthal's go-to move. And
He didn't get very head rubby in Daredevil, did he?
now, well, I guess because he had a full head of hair there, so that and he was in a hospital bed for a couple of episodes too, and was incapacitated.
You can't be rubbing your head in court.
It was more head holding, not head rubbing.
So he's gonna get a killer buzz cut right down to the scalp, and then you just see Punisher all the time.
You know what they should do though is make it like the Punisher War Journal and make like every episode just like a different guy he has to kill for some other reason.
Yeah, I'd be all for that.
Yeah, there's no topics. I didn't find anything about like what the season's actually supposed to be about. Yeah, I was just surprised that it was coming so soon.
Yeah. I think it'd be kind of cool if they did sort of like a, in the House of Cards where they just like hop months, and skip ahead just to, like whatever. Like I'm definitely down for that.
Yeah, I don't think it needs to be in the continuity because I think he can, I think they could go anywhere with that character and it would still be fine, and he can just show up in the other shows. So
yeah,
no, I do agree. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the Defenders. I really hope it can redeem Danny Rand because I was sad by that.
I hope so.
You watched the trailer, didn't you?
What? Oh yeah, I don't care about that. So I'm still hoping that they can make fun of him.
Yeah, at least it looks like the other group members are giving him shit. So
fucking wow, they really made the wrong choice with that Danny Rand. Like that is he just drags the whole room down.
Yeah, I mean it wouldn't even be so bad if he couldn't act, if he could at least do martial arts.
Right.
But he can't.
He can't do either.
Like so like what the fuck is this guy good for? Like I just don't get it.
But that means we're gonna see more of his double in a creepy CGI mask.
Oh, they should just put in. Oh my God, what's her name that like fights with him? Oh my God, I forgot her name.
Colleen
Michelle.
Yeah, Colleen Wing. They should just replace magically, slowly but surely. They're like, what happened to Danny? I don't know, but Colleen's here.
I age him. I am Iron Fist now. Okay.
Maybe.
I mean, he took her to Kunlun at the end of the first season. And
yeah.
While we were there, I killed Danny, then fought the dragon. And
or maybe like first episode. He's only in the first episode. Luke and Jessica meet up with him, and then Colleen's there, and they're like, "Who's this girl? Oh, she's way better than you. Come on, have fun running the company, Danny."
Oh shit. Oh, so yeah, Netflix's first Marvel flop, basically. So hopefully the next two redeem. What's that, Max?
Netflix should do what DC did with Jason Todd.
Danny Rand lives, and they were gonna do it anyways, though. I think that was the plan. It was like, we'll put it to a vote, but I think we're just gonna kill him anyways.
Yeah.
Well, let's get this alternate artwork ready just in case.
Getting rid of him. They're like, okay, but he can go, you know, he can just like leave or he can die. And everyone's like, no, you kill him.
I think, yeah, either way, they're going to get rid of him because, like, the alternate take was like, he's alive but in a coma or something.
Or some, yeah, or you like, you know, he does the Shane, like, walk off into the sunset. But no, he's dead. We're gonna
Nobody's calling his name.
And then blow him up.
A little girl says something by his grave and then for some reason flips his cross to be an X. It doesn't make any sense. People are wondering, what does that mean? Oh, sorry, wrong movie.
Like we're trying to get some of this emotional tie in here, but it's still not.
Then those kids from Friday the 13th Part 6 come and dig him up, and they strike him with lightning, and he's like, "Oh, Jason Town again." Yeah, no, then
damn it, we got the wrong Jason.
The guy comes, and whenever they play calypso music, fucking he gets up
and. Is that on Netflix? Because I want to watch that now.
I don't think it is, but
damn it. Come on, bring Weekend at Bernie's up on Netflix. Quit canceling.
That's Weekend at Bernie's too. The whole dancing part.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, good times. All right. I don't know if this is really going to bring up much better news. I think Wonder Woman was the best topic we've had so far.
Yeah.
At least for positive vibes.
Yeah.
Sin City TV series is apparently in the works and networks are negotiating. I have no idea who. There was no description in that. And supposedly what Frank Miller said, and I don't remember who they had as the director, but both of them kind of said they were going to try and follow the comics more. Unlike the movies, which I didn't understand. Even the author like questioned it later and then he's like, I thought they followed pretty good, but I don't know what maybe he wants.
No, so. The problem was that everyone was moving around too much. You see, in the original book,
motion.
It was all static on a page. So, like, I don't know why they ruined it by having all this movement and this gunfire and shit. Like, it was
damn these moving pictures.
And the lack of speech bubbles really took me out of the first movie.
You gotta carry him around.
There's barely any internal monologuing, and yeah, there's no speech bubbles. You don't know who's talking when. It's all a fucking shit show. Like I was so very disappointed in Sin City and A Dame to Kill for.
I was genuinely disappointed in A Dame to Kill For, but not because of that.
But that was still pretty close to the fucking comic.
Yeah, that was pretty much the comic, but that wasn't the problem with it.
But better yet, they're gonna put this on, like, is it gonna be on like Netflix or like Showtime or HBO?
Negotiating or are they right now? So
or
are
we talking like network TV? Because
it could be anywhere.
There you go.
I mean, anywhere.
Sin City with no nudity, no blood.
Coming soon to TNT. Sin City.
The TNT would still be better. Worse would be like NBC or ABC.
Yeah. I mean,
or like I said, the Freeform.
Oh yeah, there you go.
You could have like a.
What's that, Max?
What channel was Hannibal on?
It was on NBC.
Was it?
See, NBC's getting edgy, dude. They might be having that Sin City show on there.
Yeah, you could make it like a block with Gotham.
Well, that's Fox. That's Fox. So I don't remember what NBC. That would have had to have been Powerless.
My bad.
Well, yeah, NBC also had that David Aquarius on, which was about Charlie Manson. So and that was got pretty dark actually. So
yeah, yes it did.
Yeah, but I know you just mentioned Powerless, Philip. Were we talking about they just canceled that show?
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah.
They can bring it back just to tie in with this show.
It will be coming soon to that DC Access platform.
Yeah. Hey, wait, Constantine was NBC.
It was.
Put them together. Yeah, there you go. You can bring them both back with Sin City. Constantine can be in there.
Yeah. So
Constantine
AMC's
back
got Preacher still, so it's like you could always go to AMC as well.
I don't know what to think about that Preacher show.
Well, I'm talking about like networks that'll have something a little bit more edgy. I'm not speaking to the quality of Preacher. I wouldn't know.
I don't know what it is about that show. I don't like it, but I also like. I don't hate it. It's
just because it's being produced by Seth Rogen, and that behind the camera after every take you can hear.
Whoa.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's do it again. That's my Seth Rogen impression, I guess.
But yeah, go ahead, Max. Sorry.
It's like Kermit meets Froggy from the Little Rascals.
Yeah, exactly. It's Kermit, Froggy, and Louis Armstrong all combined in one.
That's awesome.
I haven't seen Life with Louis in fucking forever.
Louis Armstrong, not Louis Anderson. Sorry, Max. I'm just like, wrong Louis, dude.
Yeah, no.
Louis Anderson's got a very grating voice too, but
it's a whole different thing.
Yeah, it is. But
I'm gonna hang my head in shame now.
But
I agree. Life with Louis was good. I remember Life with Louis. When we get a gritty Bobby's World remake, man.
Ooh, there we go.
Like Bobby has these fantastical adventures still, but now he's like in his 30s and he's in a mental ward.
You gotta
it's Howie Mandel in real life.
Yeah. You gotta get him off all those game shows, and
then Fred Savage shows up and he turns into his character from Little Monsters. Just go run the whole gamut of the Howie Mandel universe.
It's not that big.
That's pretty much it as far as topics that I've got. Was there anything else anyone else wanted to bring up? No. Comic book news?
Video game stuff, comic stuff.
So video games, I haven't really played. Because I think ARMS is pretty much kind of the biggest thing that's trending right now for the Switch. I think it's supposed to come out next week. And then previous to that, obviously, was Mario Kart, but that's been a while now. I'm trying to think since then. The last one, which I talked about, which was Injustice 2, it's a fun game. If you like the first game, you'll enjoy it. And again, I think that's the same opinion I had last time. But other than that, I mean, I guess Overwatch, we can go to our resident Overwatch man.
Yeah, Overwatch. Overwatch is doing their anniversary event right now. They got all kinds of new skins, and everyone's got a new dance emote you can get. It's a time to be playing, that's for sure. Also, competitive season 5 just started 2 days ago, so there's that too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's your date, your 3 Geeks Overwatch update right there. I think Genji's got the best new skin. He looks like a Power Ranger.
That's awesome. So Dan, anything on your end there?
I've been playing The Witcher 3. It's an old game.
That's not that old.
It's got an evil killer fetus in it.
Dude, I love that.
So does South Park.
I misheard. Did you say fetus or penis?
Fetus.
Okay, I mean either one would have been terrifying, but yeah.
No. No, you got to watch some more of the Takashi Miike films for the killer penis.
Okay. Well.
Do you enjoy?
Wow.
Do you enjoy the Gwent game in there? That card game that they play? Dan?
Yeah.
I want to play that in real life.
I know they made like its own like standalone.
Yeah, the free to play game I think is out now.
Like I don't like it that much, but I'll play it in the game.
Yeah, I might get
it's like the
free to play game.
Yeah, I'm sure
it's like the old
side
side games of they made for like the old Final Fantasies that like you didn't have to play. Meh.
It didn't hook Dan. That's what we got.
He sounds so enthused.
Well, it's okay. It's just you got to take a break from the whole storyline of like running around killing shit. to go find some dude in a pub, and you know your dude is like, oh, let's play some Gwent, and then you play the card game for a while, and then you go back to killing shit. I'd rather just go kill shit.
Nah, dude, I traversed the whole like Witcher 3 map trying to play Gwent. Like, I didn't even play the game. My friend was playing the game. I just went and played all Gwent.
No, see, I traversed the entire map in order to kill shit. So
Who wants to kill shit when you could be playing Gwent?
Well, I guess speaking of, since you like that, Monster Hunter is actually going to be coming for the Switch. I don't know if they said an exact release date, but it's going to be the 3DS. I don't know if it's a port exactly, but that's the rumors.
No, it's supposed to be Monster Hunter XX.
So is it a true port then?
Well, it's basically, you know how they did Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for the Wii U and the 3DS here in the US. It's going to be that for Monster Hunter X, I think.
Okay.
So it has more monsters and shit to play with.
Okay. Are you a Monster Hunter guy?
Yes, I try, but they kill me and I get sad.
I just figured since you said you're enjoying The Witcher, because I know The Witcher has elements of that.
Yeah, I mean, I die in The Witcher too. It's like, you know, you're riding along and somebody's screaming like, "I'll save you from the werewolf."
Oh god, that's a good comedy series right there.
Yeah, and
The wannabe hero.
It's a different asshole every week.
All right.
I'll save you from the
It's like the opposite of the One Punch Man.
Several
the
deaths,
shit
man.
kicked out of him like every week, but he still lives.
Also, you can actually run with that, right? Like you die, but you take like the video game element of it that you respawn, but you just wake up. You wake up in your bed and you're like, what happened? I swear I had this nightmare that I died.
Kenny style. He's just like living life as Kenny.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Mysterion.
Oh man, actually, I'm excited for that. That was Did we talk about that South Park? Oh my god, the Fractured Butthole is going to come out in September now.
Sure.
Okay. Moving back up.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, good.
September.
I was a little upset when it was supposed to come out. When it actually came out, because like Mass Effect came out at the same time, and I think something else had come out.
October 17th.
Yeah, how am I supposed to spend all that money on video games? But then they delayed South Park, let me get my game, play it, finish it, and now I'm ready for South Park when it comes out. That's awesome. I'm glad they were thinking of me when they did that.
Hey, speaking of Fractured Butthole, guys, I gotta step out. I gotta take a shit before Twin Peaks. Bye.
All right, later, man.
I don't know why. Nice segue, right?
Yeah, perfect.
Like McGTV,
I like it.
everybody.
Oh god, that's awesome. But yeah, I don't think we'd mentioned that because I think that was confirmed 2 or 3 weeks ago.
I just want that to come out. Damn, it was supposed to come out like the end of last year. Then they pushed it up to
March.
The Mass Effect one, and then they pushed it back to October now.
Well, no. They originally pushed it back to potentially March of 2018.
Jeez.
Yeah, and then they finally, I think they didn't need as much time, but they got tired of changing the dates specifically. Yeah. And so they're just like,
it's like, okay, if we tell them 2019, it'll be out sooner than that.
Yeah, they're just like, fuck it, it's gonna happen. And before the end of our next fiscal year, because they had to give it to their basically their stockholders on one of the calls, and that's how that got leaked out there. And then what happened was, I guess Seth MacFarlane makes toys. I think it was a toy set. And on that toy set, the South Park characters from the Fractured Butthole were coming out at the end of September. And everyone's like, why would you do that for a game that's not supposed to come out till like sometime in 2018? That's like, you're losing all your hype. And then the rumor mill started, and then finally Ubisoft confirmed it a few weeks ago.
Nice.
Yep.
I mean, I've played through the Stick of Truth like 3 times by now. Like I need a new South Park game.
It's so good though.
Oh yeah, it is.
Well, I also need I need a new Marvel RPG game that's not an MMO. That's what I really want. I'm hoping that Square Enix game actually turns out to be good. We'll see. That's all I got, and I think we're good for the night, right?
Yeah, and that's weird though that there hasn't been more like Marvel and DC like RPG style game. Like, where's who does Mass Effect? EA?
Yeah, EA, BioWare.
BioWare, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on, guys, like.
Yeah, EA has the exclusive license for Marvel.
So what's going on, EA?
Or
fucking,
I think so. No, they don't have exclusive. They have exclusive license for Star Wars. They have exclusive license for certain things within the Marvel universe. It's dumb.
I would rather they did like a new Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
That's never gonna happen, man.
That's me.
BioWare is too excited doing other things.
Yeah.
I just want them to remake. I mean, they didn't even have to do a new version. Just remake that original game, make it look beautiful, and put that out. Because I will be happy playing that because I haven't played it in so damn long.
I don't care about that. I've still got the old ones. I would like a new one.
But they don't play so well anymore, man. Especially not on the Xbox.
Oh no, that sucks. get the old Xbox.
Everything is all about the remastered anyway, so it's probably coming out soon. I mean, like, they don't like to make new games now. They just like to remaster everything, every other fucking thing.
Yeah.
Well, so I think part of the problem is because isn't technically any video games they release now part of Star Wars canon? Isn't that true, or am I?
I don't think that would be.
I mean, it's so far away. It should be okay.
Any media right now is canon, so it's like once it's released, it's like part of the thing, unless they specifically say otherwise.
Yeah.
Well, they could specifically say otherwise. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Like, what happened to you?
Oh, good.
Go ahead.
No, it's like they could just say it's not part of the canon, but here's this awesome ass old game, and everybody would be fine with it.
Nope, I'm already confused.
Oh man, yeah, I don't know. So I'm looking forward to that because that's really like I agree with you there, Max. I would love a DC, but again, it's an MMO. Like the only two like pseudo RPG games that you have for Marvel and DC are MMOs. Which I played the Marvel Heroes game. That game's terrible. It's not even a good MMO. I've heard DC Universe Online, I think is what it's called, is okay. Yeah. You at least have more capabilities. It's more interesting.
I just play the Lego games and pretend.
Oh god, those suck so bad. Like they're okay for what they are, but they get so boring so quickly.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I don't
know. I just want story.
Downer.
That's really what I want. I don't know. I got spoiled with Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and dude, it's never been the same since.
The X-Men Legends and the first.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. We were spoiled. All right. Well, I think we'll.
We just ended this in a downer, didn't we?
Dr. Doom's Palace or whatever. Oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I loved the Ultimate Alliance because I liked comics and I read some, but I never read as much. Especially as, like, I know, like, Max, Jason, and Dan. But it got me, and even Mike, really. And it got me more into that universe, and I actually started to pick up and learn about other things and started to read. And that's the thing I think they misinterpret of the value that can do. That can bring people in that maybe weren't that interested before, or like, oh, wow, this is kind of cool. But they love you. I mean, the last thing I played was terrible. I hated, what was it, Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale series. I remember why I don't like that game, or why I don't like those games.
Oh, okay. It's a style of game, just not the game.
Yeah, it's the
Or-
style of the game.
okay.
Well, it's clunky controls. It's
Yeah,
because
yeah. It's a point and click. I mean,
it should be a point and click, but they don't do that on the console now. I don't know if you've played a
Oh,
Telltale
really?
game recently. Yeah, they actually
I
like
haven't.
have you move control. You know, they have you slide things up. They have you
Oh.
actually like move around
Okay.
to find things, and you don't move very well. The camera sticks, so you're like, I can't see what I'm supposed to see. Damn it!
I played The Walking Dead and the Game of
Well,
Thrones.
that one was good. I've heard the Game of Thrones one was good. The
was
other one that
alright.
was good was Fables. I can't remember
Yeah,
what it's
yeah.
called.
That was really good, actually.
Oh, was the Batman good? I didn't play that one.
I don't know.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, I know. I played Guardians of the Galaxy, and after that, I'm like, I don't know if I want to go back and play Batman because it's so clunky. I'll be frustrated.
Yeah, dude. If I want to play a Batman game, I'll play Arkham Knight. Like, I'm not gonna do this thing where I don't get to like be sweet and kick people in the face.
I agree.
And that's why I don't play Gwent. You see?
Look, if Gwent was in the Batman game, I would be hard pressed to kick people in the face. I'd be like, oh, there's a lot of Gwent I could be playing right now.
He just picks up the bad guys like, want to play some Gwent?
Yeah, dude. Either play Gwent or I'll kick the crap out of you.
I like it. Batman, the Gwent player.
Yeah, dude. Bat Gwent.
Oh, all right. I think this is a much better, more positive
Yeah,
note
yeah.
to end on.
There we go.
And not Bat Gwent.
Exactly. So thank you all for joining us. And what is it? Keep your droids. What was it, Max?
Recycle your droids.
Recycle your droids. I was like, oh, keep your droids safe. Recycle your droids.